The following match is scheduled for one fall, with the winner going into the NWA Australian Title Tournament in November.
Trying to fire up the crowd and get them behind him. It's not going to take a lot. Anyone who was at Evolution Night 2 has unlimited respect for that man right there. He went toe-to-toe with Jimmy Payne, came so close to taking that EPW title and putting it around his own waist. One of the most brutal matches in the history of Australian wrestling. One that will never be forgotten, that's for sure. But meantime, tonight he's stepping toe-to-toe with Steele. And this is for all the marbles, a spot in the NWA tournament happening this November right here at Challenge Stadium, Perth.
That's right.
Oh, vicious close. Let's talk about how much people like
That's right. It's the tournament that everyone in Australia wants to be a part of. The NWA Australian Title Tournament. And Steele and Bobby Marshall here both wanting to get a win here tonight at Hell or High Water because both men lost at night 2 of Evolution.
It's true, they're both two of the best wrestlers in the country, but both just came up short. Steele, of course, losing out to Shane Hayes in the final of the EPW Invitational Tournament, and Bobby Marshall, as we pointed out earlier, lost that brutal ladder match with the EPW champ, Jimmy Payne.
That's right, but you can take nothing away from Bobby Marshall, who fought one hell of a match against Jimmy Payne, unfortunately falling short, but he's gonna, oh my God!
Suplex all the way down to the cold, hard floor.
As I was about to say, you can't take anything away from Steele, who is one hell of a tough person.
It's hard to imagine that anybody could beat these two individuals, but stranger things have happened, and Evolution Night 2 proved that. But tonight, one of them will walk away victorious and will walk away with a spot in the very prestigious NWA Australian Title Tournament.
That's right, very high stakes here this evening, and both men are going to have their work very much cut out for them because they are both two very tough individuals.
We already know that Fergal Devitt, the New Japan star, will be performing in that tournament. He'll be wrestling, and also Mikey Nichols, the man who's making quite a name for himself in the United States, will be back here in his hometown of Perth fighting for that title. It's going to be an incredible tournament. And I got to tell you, either one of these men could very easily take that title.
That's right, and even though they are fighting for a spot in the NWA Australian Title Tournament, you can also say that they're fighting for the pride of their state. Of course, Bobby Marshall defending the right of WA, and Spike Steele representing his hometown of Victoria.
So coming up, Winter Warfare, the very first ever. Huge chop. Number one contendership is on the line. It's the referee Brett Corvus not quite in position as quickly as Spike would have wanted him there. Shows are gonna be unbelievable.
Bobby Marshall must be very cautious of what happens in this match, as Spike is one hell of a vicious competitor, as we've seen over the last few months here in Explosive Pro Wrestling.
Spike putting Bobby up on that top rope. It's a dangerous position for anyone to be in.
Especially when you're up against Spike Steele.
Spike Steele now out on the apron. They're really putting everything on the line here. Putting themselves in very dangerous positions, leaving it all on the line.
Bobby Marshall now getting the upper hand with a ton of ferocity against Spike Steele here.
Kick to the midsection from Spike Steele. Another one of those devastating chops and another. Both men fighting back. Neither wants to be the one that topples from the apron. It's a little bit of a way to fall there, and it's going to do some damage. Big boom! Spike goes down.
Spike Steele tastes the boot of Bobby Marshall, and he's dazed on the outside of the ring.
Both men with a lot to prove here. Bobby Marshall thinks he should have been the one to get the title shot here tonight.
Oh!
Not Shane Hayes. And Spike Steele, of course, he wants to claw his way back from that loss to Shane Hayes. Bobby, meantime, taking Spike Steele down to the floor once again.
That's right, neither men wanting to taste defeat here this evening, as Bobby Marshall does a devastating scissor kick off the apron to the floor. Marshall now throwing Spike Steele into the ring.
Bobby Marshall hooks the leg. Only a 2 count. I thought that scissor kick could have been enough, but I think it may have taken him just a little too long to get Spike Steele back in the ring and go for that pinfall.
That's right, and you can never underestimate the toughness of Spike Steele.
Spike Steele's the sort of guy that gets in fights at pubs, just for the hell of it. He loves to fight, and he's showing Bobby Marshall that here tonight. Goes for the inverted atomic drop. Bobby gets out of it and comes back with a huge clothesline. Spike Steele a little rattled at this point in time as Bobby climbs to the top, giving 10 to the best. German suplex. He's holding on, he's going to go for another.
Spike Steele once again. Oh!
Jumping Bobby Marshall right on his head. And he's holding on, he's going to try and go for a third.
Could be a sense of deja vu for Bobby Marshall, who took a mammoth amount of German suplexes from Jimmy Payne onto a ladder.
Yeah, at least this time he's falling just onto the mat, not onto a metal ladder again. Picks him up, could he be going for a power slam here? He will drive Spike Steele right into the mat.
Spike Steele lands with a thunderous crack here this evening.
Bobby looks like he's going to climb up top. Is he going to go for that top rope leg drop?
Yes, it is.
Oh, picture perfect. Hooks the leg, and it's all over. Barber crying. Oh, Spike Steele out.
Spike Steele very tenacious, very tough, and it takes a lot to put him down as he's